Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for September 30th, 2016. Final day of September is upon us today, but it's going to be a wet one to start at least. Cloudy and damp all day. We have this upper level low that's going to be sitting off to our west still and has not really moved over the last couple of days. That's been giving us those showers at times, but I do think we're going to have, let me get back to the image, just got rid of it. We're going to have this strong fetch off the Atlantic Ocean here, and that's going to bring in some rain. It's going to be pretty steady early on today, at least early on. I think the morning hours today are the best time to see this precipitation. That pivot is going to pivot a little bit further north from that previous frame where it was across Delaware, much of New Jersey, and eastern Pennsylvania, but then it's going to start pivoting to the north over northeastern Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey. And then, but by the time we get to the evening hours, it's going to dry out a little bit. Now, I don't want to give you the false impression here that we're going to be completely dry and the sun's going to come out and all that stuff. You're not going to see the sun today. It's going to be cloudy all day, even when it's not raining at points this afternoon. Still, we'll have that east wind created by that pressure gradient in between this low pressure here, and we have high pressure well off to the northeast. Is actually further northeast than I'm indicating here, but I don't have enough room to show you. But that pressure gradient in between is going to keep those winds in place, still out of the east or northeast, and it's going to be generally 10 to 15 miles per hour with higher gusts. So keep that in mind today, but we do think the majority of the rain that falls will be this morning, and we start to, maybe even to midday, and they start to break apart, get into more isolated showers. But you still can get into an isolated shower, even though this model is not indicating that here, is my point. And then we get into the overnight hours. Starts off dry, then we might have another band of rain come through here on Saturday, but this looks like it's lighter, more widely scattered. It's going to be cloudy all day again on Saturday, but this is still widely scattered. Showers will rotate through at some point on Saturday, and then again, not an all-day thing. This upper level low is going to start to exit to the northeast. It's still sitting up here, but it's going to start heading up in this direction here. So by the time we get into Sunday, we get into a more isolated chance for a shower. So I do think you also will see breaks of sun here in some spots on Sunday finally, but not. It's going to be still mostly cloudy on Sunday, so don't get the idea that it's going to be completely sunny or anything, but I do think you have some breaks in the clouds and you have the opportunity for the sun to come out. Now, once we get into Monday and Tuesday, might have a shower just for our far northern areas on Monday here, but when we get into Monday and Tuesday, I think we start to clear out a little bit, and the high pressure starts taking control of our weather again. That's going to last right into, this is Tuesday here, it's going to last right into Wednesday, which has this high pressure sitting right over top of us. So we do expect a gradual clearing trend as we head into the work week. But again, Sunday is going to be mostly cloudy, just the isolated chance for a shower. Monday will be kind of like a variably cloudy day. I think you can have some places, especially farther north, might hold in a little bit more clouds than you would see across the southern areas, with an opportunity for an isolated shower still existing across the northern areas. But overall, not a bad idea. The whole theme here is the worst days today, and primarily just in the morning, and then each day progressively gets better, even though you don't see the sun much until we get into early next week. Here's where we're looking at total rainfall. Now, this looks pretty ominous, and it doesn't have a scale on the side here, or a legend, but I'll just let you know that most of this areas that is shown on here are generally between a half inch and an inch of rain that is expected over the next couple of days. This is a total rainfall now through 5 p.m. Saturday, so looks like a lot here, but we got to remember it's over a couple of days here, and also it has some highlighted areas that are little bloops of heavier here. But I think the general idea here is a half inch to an inch of rain across the coverage area, and then you have some areas across New Jersey you might get into a little bit of heavier rain that might exceed an inch in some places, maybe even some areas over 2 inches according to this, but we'll wait and see how that works out. These oranges here that are intermittent in between here are between an inch and a half, so you will have some areas that overperform, but the general rule over our coverage area will be for anywhere between a half inch and an inch of rain over the next couple of days until the system finally pulls away or starts to pull away here on Sunday. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for September 30th, 2016. Have a great Friday.